Hi, welcome back. Day 2. This is the second video. I just got done talking about the power of your profile. I do want to mention a couple things that you need to go ahead. I overlooked in the last video, but I want to cover right now very quickly. If you haven't set up your withdrawal method, go ahead and do that now. I think I covered this, but I want to make sure that let me think of my favorite sports team. I'm stumped. You know what? I think I mentioned this, but I just want to make sure that on the withdrawal or how you get paid, that you spend just 1 minute. It takes 1 minute to do. You can direct deposit, you can use PayPal, or you can have them send you a debit card. Very convenient, but watch out for the fees. I don't want you to get dinged on fees and waste the money you just made. To me, direct deposit is the easiest by far. Just want to bring that up. The other thing is this. I talked about taking tests, lots of tests. Here you get to. You go to My Profile. You go to My Tests. And these are the ones I've taken. Look, I scored English spelling test, 96%. Look at this on my profile, how it looks. I mentioned this, and I just want to fly through this, because this is not the point of the second video. Look. I took this test, and it is relevant for customer service because you often have to write emails and letters, and they always want to know that you can do well on spelling tests. English spelling test, U.S. version, 96%, top 10%. I get his first place blue ribbon. That looks really impressive, right? Here's what I didn't mention. I'm a horrible speller. If it weren't for spell check, I'd have no luck at all. These tests are open book. Like, I have a computer sitting right next to this as I'm taking the test just to verify that those words are spelled correctly. It had plenty of time to do it. I did it in 23 minutes out of 40 minutes. It took me just over halfway, and that's because I was literally checking it on another computer to make sure I got a great score. That's not cheating. Odesk, part of their rules is they allow you to have open book. Now, let's imagine you're trying to take a test on some subject you have no idea. Let's say I'm forced to take a test on PHP or Java. I couldn't tell you where to begin on that. I wouldn't even know where to look online for answers. So you are required. This is not an educational program. You are required to already know something about it. But on many of these tests, especially the basic skills, the English and the writing, you have all kind of resources to help you. So take advantage of those. It's an open book test. All right, now I want to talk to you about a little bit of research. And the first question I often get when I'm talking about Odesk or outsourcing is, how do I know what to charge? And ultimately, it's not that hard. I want to show you something. I'm going to go home. And actually, let me move back one here. Okay, first of all, you can rely upon the community. This is one of the resources I'll talk about in the last video today, but the community gives you a ton of information. If you go to tips and best practices, what you'll find is this. Question about rates. Read this first. There are 9 replies. You can learn that. Wow, really? Okay. And if you look through here, there are a number of questions related to pricing, how you do that. Providers. Look, you're a provider. Click on provider. Let's see. There's all kind of questions in here. You know what? There was a really good one here. I've misplaced it. But you could search for it in the community box right here about pay rates and pay scales. But I have an even better, easier way. What you do is you click on the providers. You go up here to find provider, or first of all, find jobs. Well, that took me providers. I'll use that. Let's say, as I said in my profile, I'm a customer service and support person. I want to see these people. I'm going to go to the top providers. I'm going to put customer service. But now, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to search this. But I'm also going to, look, this over here you can use as a big filter. Keep this in mind. You'll use this many times as you search for jobs. I'll use it later on. But let's filter this. I want customer service and support, any feedback. Let's say I want only the top people's feedback. I'm going to click those two. I want them to have earned a little bit of money. so 100 hours. And here's the key when it comes to pay. I want them to be from North America. Those are my real competitors. I could be competing against East Asia, Philippines and such, and India, but I want to see what the local people are making. Look, most people are charging $11 an hour, $20 an hour. Well, that's $10 net. Because remember, Odesk takes 10%, so that's about a $10 an hour rate. And that's how I set my rates. Is I look at these are my competitors. This is what they're charging. Let me verify that. I go find some jobs. I go to customer service. And I see, well, what are these people paying? Let me scan. Making sure its customer service filter is on. I'm going to write down customer service. I'm going to search jobs. Okay. Customer service and web support. Let's see this. This is an American company. Got to speak English. You can learn a lot about what this person is looking for. I'll go over, actually probably this exact one. This is probably a good example to use. He's wanting to pay $6 an hour. Not too bad. And as a matter of fact, as you're starting out, one of the strategies in pricing is you start a little bit lower. On your profile, you keep it high. You put $10. That's the going rate from all your competitors. But you'll apply to this and say, my normal rate is 10, but because I'm getting started in Odesk and need the feedback, I'll do it for you for 6. That way he feels as though he's getting a good value. Who wants to get good value? Raise your hand. Everyone wants a good value. So this is a great strategy. This would not be a bad one to apply for. But keep in mind, if you're wanting to be around $10, you have to search a little harder for those. There's a premium. You have to compete a little harder, but they're out there. There's plenty out there. The other way to look at it is find jobs, go to the Oconomy. It's another resource I'll talk about later on. You can find out right here. Want to know a reasonable contract rate? Check out our rate statistics. And here we have a graph broken down. And it's over time going all the way back from 2007. So you can see the trend. Who's getting paid what? Administrators, consultant, project managers, developers, data entry. See, there's not one for customer service, but we would fall between consultant and data entry. Consultant looks like as of 2010, right just below on average $10 an hour. If it's just data entry, that ain't too good. That's about $3.50 an hour. So I want to fall somewhere in between there, hopefully on the higher side because of my experience. That just gives you a good tip. Now let's go back and look for, as you begin to search for your jobs, I want you to set up a specific, this will only take a second, a specific search for jobs that you can have emailed to you. They can save and email to you. Let's say, well, you go to search jobs, you put newest jobs first, keyword customer service. We've already done this slightly. Because right now there's 97 jobs. And I want to put customer over here. I want to continue filtering down. Customer service, I also want to do phone support. I only want an hourly job. I don't want a fixed rate job for this. We'll discuss those later on. I want an ongoing job. I don't want a short-term job. So let's see what that leaves me with. 92 jobs, still a lot. And here, what you do is now that you have an idea of the jobs, you scan through and look at a few, and then you save this search. You can call this my customer service search. Now here's very important. Look at this right here. It says email me updates to this search. I want you to click on that because that means every day, no matter where you are, if you have your email forwarded to your phone or when you go to your email and check it at your desktop, you will see the latest, coolest jobs, so you can always be in front of and competing for the best jobs for you. If it's the highest rate ones, great. If it's a lower rate to get started, that's fine too. If you want someone with a little more flexibility, whatever fits for you, you want to be in front of those. You want to see those people first. So that's how you figure out what you're going to get paid. That's how you do an advanced search function to find the jobs that you want. Thanks for listening. We will pick up in the third video.